Twitch! Yo, 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 how's it going? How's it going? I have just woken up. This is an early morning stream. I haven't even got my coffee, it's sitting in the back right now. Yeah, you can tell because my hair's a mess, my beard's a mess, but you know what? Hey, we're good. We're good. Today we're going for that 6th Semper Tyrannis achievement. We're about to get the Galactic Imperium coming in, hopefully, so we'll see that soon. We chunked out some pretty good size. There is an empire here that I just feel like I need to vassalize at some point, but I haven't bothered. So my empire, for those wondering, I'm playing the Volutarian Royal States. We are fanatic militarists and materialists. We are masterful crafters, aristocratic elite, and on top of that, we have the catalytic processing, which has really been useful. Been a hard thing to keep the food, but I'm not too concerned. Those are our deals currently for what we went with for our build. We got technological ascendancy, shared destiny, galactic force projections, the flesh is weak, world shapers, galactic wonders, synthetic evolution, and master builders. We've been having a good time. So we're in late game. Most of the game is just about done. We've been kind of doing some minor stuff. Slowly converting planets over to the Gaia worlds that we have, just because we can, and there's no reason not to. People be upset and having issues, but we just took out the fanatic purifiers that were over here, and we took all their lands. So I didn't do any of the streams for early game of this because I didn't see a reason to. This was really early on, not really that interesting of a run, so I've been just kind of going with it since, and we're going to finish up terraforming this real quick. But we're rather wealthy. We've got a lot of strongholds. We've been building up our territories, and we just actually left our alliance. We had a major federation, level 5, that was called, where is it? The Marshall Alliance, the Starred Empire, we actually founded. But we left because one of our members is about to become the Galactic Imperium, or rule the Galactic Imperium. And I remembered that in Stellaris, wow, you're actually strong enough to declare rivalry with me. Holy shit. I remembered that we needed to not be in an alliance, because if you're in an alliance with them, when they become the Empire, you become one of their subjects, or vassals, I think. And we didn't want that. So in this case, instead, we're going to be leading the Galactic Rebellion, which is one of the rarest achievements to show you guys real quick. Let's do main screen. So, yes, well, second most rare. 0.1% have the 6th Semper Tyrannis, which is the achievement we're going for, so hopefully we can get that today. That is the goal. Oops, wrong thing. My bad, there we go. So that's what we're going for today. I was going to play some more Minecraft, but since we did a double Minecraft stream yesterday, I just felt like, this would be a good time to chill and relax. Okay, some unrest and people are upset. We've got our fleets kind of moving around right now. We have some fleets that need to be still finished up, but otherwise everything's kind of maxing out at this point. We're very wealthy, very well off. And right now we're just kind of upgrading our fleets and saving up our alloys. Now we have a really low alloy production, which I could fix, but to be honest, I don't see a reason to at this point. We're well off enough to where I don't think we need to worry about it. But we're getting ready to put out some new fleets, one of our battleship fleets, and then the other will be a pure Corvette fleet that we're gonna just run through people. The rest of our fleets are more well balanced and designed, but for now this will work. Let's go ahead and do that, because I need more alloys. Let's continue. Hopefully the Galactic Imperium goes. We do have auto research on right now because I really don't care. We are like light years ahead of everyone in the power structure. Like, legitimately, we are way stronger than everyone else, and so that's why I'm kind of supporting this whole thing. We want to support the Galactic Empire as much as possible because the AI rarely ever goes for this, so... and we want them to get this, so we got 732 days, which will take a little bit, unfortunately, but we should be all right soon. We're gonna finish upgrading all of our little strongholds, finish up our last 2 fleets, and then at that point, focus in on getting our star bases all built up, as we've been slowly doing. Like this one's at 100k. It's fucking terrifying. But yeah, and we're also settling up our trade, because our trade's become an issue. We have a few planets that are not happy right now. We could definitely use... We also need a lot more food here, and a lot more trade, to be honest. But we haven't gotten much here going. I think this is our trade one, or our food one, yeah. So let's get some resettling of some pops here. Well, we're just chilling. We are also mainly breeding our rock people because they're really useful for producing stuff so we don't have to buy it. But big thing right now, we just have a huge population, you know, that we could definitely use to get rid of. And there haven't been enough slaves on the market to really make it worthwhile to purchase anything. I could take more territory. Again, just not really worth it in my opinion. You know, we don't have a reason to. We do have a few vassals. Oh yeah, and to show our power, like, the only people close to us at this point are these guys, and they are considered about equivalent to us in fleet because we're not really building fleet right now. It would definitely be worth taking them out, but I don't think at this point there's any interest. So we do have 2 vassals. We have the Zarokon Hegemony, who are set up. They are, I believe, yeah, just a little guy right here, because we couldn't set these guys as part of this group due to the connection here. And then we have the United Ralakoth Hegemony, who also serve us, who are also a Star Empire. So yeah, these are just people we freed and basically turned into vassals because we couldn't rule them from over here. There's a few extra empires we've thought about eating, but to be honest, I just don't feel like going to war with the Star Empire right now. I want this achievement more than I want anything else, so, you know, I'm not really all that interested. This is nice for the extra research, and we have over 1 million in saved up Unity, so there's no reason not to be running a lot of this stuff. Yeah, so we're kind of sitting on higher Empire Sprawl, which, to be honest, isn't that big of a deal. We're not really doing anything with our industrial stuff. We haven't done much with the diplomatic, and we really don't need the nutritional plentitude, although it'd be nice to get the higher increase. It's just, you know, I don't want the loss of minerals. We're already losing food left and right, so it's not worth it in my opinion. Alright, let's continue upgrading these. Once they're done, we'll start working on our fleet. We're also saving up for our fleet at the same time, though, so. But hopefully, because it's only 442 days away, they will soon take the throne of Emperor. And we're going to be in a lot of fucking trouble at that point because we're right in the middle of their vassals. Because they're part of it. To give you an idea, so we're independent. So these guys are all part of the Empire. So are these guys. So are all these. And then all down here. And then we have one main empire over here. And then there's me, who's independent. There is the Fallen Empire, or the Awoken Empire, the Fallen Empire here. And I think there was another one, but I think they're gone now. And then we've got these little dudes down here, who are also a Fallen Empire. So it's not the greatest situation for us to be in, but we're definitely stronger than all the others by a long shot, so I'm not as concerned. These guys are insulting us. Honestly, we could just eat you in one go. I'm kind of tempted to. I don't want the extra planets, though, to manage right now. I don't see a reason in us taking these planets at this point. They don't have very much. It'll just increase our sprawl. And we don't need the trade. I mean, it's really just, at that point, just map painting at that point. So it's not that big of a deal. Alright, let's get these guys done in our typical fashion. off-world trading, naval logistics, and we'll get a transit hub just to make it easier, and then we'll wait till they get the off-world, till we can get the fleet academy. So 3 shipyards is to build up our fleets quickly, in my opinion, and then everything else is just more for bonuses. It's not the best build, but definitely one of my preferred designs. And yeah, we just need pop, really. That's the main thing at this point. We don't need much else. You know, just because I'm sitting here, well, we only got 300 days. Sure, it's a deal. So hopefully, and these guys will switch over here soon in a bit. They'll go back up to the top, and then we'll upgrade them later. And then we're almost to the point of what I want, which is, let's start buying for that. We're actually doing pretty well here for what we're selling. We could increase this again by another, 300. We're definitely kind of low on food, so I'll just do another 100. And then we're buying a bunch of extra resources, so that way we can run that going. Oh, game saving. Okay, I thought the game was about to crash. I was like, no, don't tell me the achievement runs over. I don't remember what the victory year is, but currently on the victory tab, we are about 2,000 higher in points, mostly because of the crisis ships we killed. And then in the year 3000, we will win the game automatically. So, I'm not too concerned, to be honest, but you never know. You never know. We could definitely keep upgrading you guys. We haven't been, though. Oh, yeah, let's get these going still, because there's no reason not to have them. And we're finally catching up on our admin, which will be nice. So, our governors are leveling up, which is always good. These boys are about to move up. Perfect. Oh, yeah, that's right, because I did you guys at the same time. That's fine. And yeah, that's pretty much been it. You know, just because it's going to bother me otherwise, let's just get that going. And then for fleet, I don't think it would take us all that long to build a lot of this stuff up now. So let's go ahead and build these battleships. We've got the resources. We might as well start building. Want to become famous? Buy followers and viewers on bigfollows.com. How about you sponsor me before you come into my chat talking shit like that? You know, either sponsor me or subscribe before you start offering for that. Why would I want to pay for followers? Even the bots wouldn't want to watch this. Goddamn, you're not even here watching this. You're just a bot yourself. You just show up and then leave, don't you? Nah, man. But you're funny. You're entertaining at the very least. Alright, so we'll have that start building. A lot of these shipyards can pretty much produce these pretty quickly. They all have almost 3, and they'll all be building around that core area. Which is another reason for me to want to build more in here rather than anything else, because then they can all gather around quickly, and I can produce ships really fast. But we'll see. Let's hope. I mean, we got 43 days and the Galactic Imperium is going to be founded. So we'll get a new fleet at the same time. And again, we are way stronger than most of them. Alright, let's see what he does. Come on. 20 days. He's going to declare the Empire. We're finally going to get this achievement. I've been chasing this achievement for quite a while, so. 4, 3, 2, 1. We shall. It is the dawn of a new order. The old galactic community has been dismantled, and in its place, the first galactic imperium has risen. After claiming the throne of this new pan-galactic state, the former Yabrek custodians now refer to themselves as the Imperial Core. In a lavish coronation ceremony broadcast across the entire galaxy, a new imperial dynasty was established when Stalk of Grey was crowned Galactic Emperor of Yabar Prime. Is this the beginning of a new era of peace and stability for the galaxy, or one of oppression and subjugation? Alright, so the galactic community is now known as the Galactic Imperium. The event Proclamation of Imperium is... Okay. Citizens of the galactic galaxy, rejoice! You have been set free from the tyranny of the galactic community, stifling bureaucracy and bickering diplomats. Your worlds are now under the protection of the Galactic Imperium. As an Imperial citizen, you are united in the greatest and most powerful nation the galaxy has ever seen. Sedition will be punished and obedience rewarded. Now know that the Galactic Emperor Stalk of Grey watches over you. Long live the Imperium, long live the Galactic Empire. So, I left that, which is fine. Do I get anything to as far as rebellion goes? I'm curious. I don't think we get a rebellion option yet. I feel like we should. No, we are not free to leave the Galactic Imperium. Okay. Interesting. Now, I'm curious. So this is the Imperial Core, right? We cannot... Okay, so we can't declare war on them yet. Leave the Federation, yeah. So I'm wondering if it's an event that's gonna pop up here. Left the Galactic Community. Okay. The Imperial Armada. We got this event. We got 2 events here, it looks like. Yep. Okay, so let's get rid of all these. Okay. All references to the old Galactic community are being swept away in the Imperium, in the new Imperium, and as part of this reorganization, the Galactic Defense Force has changed to the name to the Imperial Armada. This new fleet has inherited much of its rank structure and organization from the GDF, but new uniforms and insignia have been introduced, and all serving members are required to swear an oath of allegiance to the Galactic Emperor. While the Armada ship's crew and support personnel are still recruited from all members in Imperium, the percentage of Ubruk officers has dramatically increased. The creation of the Grand Fleet for the defense of the Galactic Imperium has been signed into law. The new Imperial Armada will conscript its ship's crew and support personnel from within all the members of the Imperium, but a majority of its officers' corps will consist of Ubraki. The Armada shall be under direct control of the Imperial Corps, and all new conscripts will be required to swear an oath allegiance. Okay. So things definitely are changing. Now again, I don't think we can leave we're not free to leave the Galactic Imperium. So I don't know. I'm looking through here, right? I want to see if there's anything that's changed. What is this? Yeah, I've got some. So we got declare the crisis. Interesting. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Sanctions of defense, not interested. Rules of war. So, I guess we can't put up anything else. So I want to still try and rebel against the Galactic Empire. I'm curious on what do we gotta wait for. I wonder if it's a pop-up or something that'll pop up here in a minute. So, let's hope. There's our new fleet that's getting built slowly. We're gonna let it kind of grow for a bit. Because we can't leave the Imperium now. So that is something we need to take into account. Okay. Bunch of trade deals going on. I don't know how we declare the rebellion. Do we have to leave the Galactic Empire? Jesus. Look at that. Man alive. What do we get? Okay. Alright. I'm not sure. We're gonna see. I haven't watched anybody do this yet, so I'm kind of curious on how it's gonna be done, to be honest. Let's get that. We're gonna just get these all going real quick. And we'll get a hyperlane there. 1, 2, 3. For those wondering why I go with this build, it's because of the fact that, in my experience, it's been the most useful to have this, so that way in case I need ships built quickly. So that's why I run with this, and the transit hubs are just more for overpopulation, in my experience. They're nice to get and pick up. And then what I'm actually waiting on is so that way we can get the Fleet Academy, so we can increase our fleet power even more. So there's got to be, yeah, Assign envoys to undermine the Empire. Yes. Okay. Wait, I got you. We're gonna undermine this Empire completely. Let's see what happens. We don't care about improving relations with anybody, to be honest. I don't mind losing, like, the Galactic Imperium position, because we've got so much power as is. Like I said, there's not really anybody else who can compare to our strength. So, let's see what happens. Yeah, we just dropped down to 246. Let's go ahead and launch that. There's so many people doing things. Alright, yep, that's fine. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, we want to be able to rebel. I don't know when we'll get the chance. We'll see what happens. Because there's got to be an opportunity to do so.
Incoming transmission.
Jesus, look at all this crap. Everyone's making friends with each other right now. We're gonna decline. No, fuck off. So, what do I gotta do? So we can't do anything here. We're gonna close our borders. We're gonna recall our embassy, so we don't have that. And yeah, I'm not sure how we get the chance to rebel. Yeah. Okay. Represents how tight the ruler's grasp is. So right now we've got it as it's going negative, so that's helpful. Oh, wait. So, okay. Members can trigger rebellion against the ruler through an espionage operation. Oh, okay. So we actually have to set up espionage here, which we can't do because we just, for 270 days. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Spark rebellion. Okay, so that's what we're gonna aim for. Alright, so we just gotta wait till our boys are ready. In 246 days. Didn't know that. That's good to know. You know, we gotta get this going. But we should have this done before the end game. So they're gonna start eating people like mad, I have a feeling. And now they're selling our people on the black market, which is another reason we don't support this emperor. Alright, we still got guys coming in until 51, that's fine. Okay, some more administration capacity, definitely useful. Let's scroll down here. So as these boys are getting things done, they should be able to get fleet academies now. Alright. Can we get fleet academies? Yes, we can. Let's get them, boys. Yes, that'll be a nice little boon to our fleet power, which we're definitely going to need as time goes on. Alright, so these boys are still going to be reinforcing for quite a while, which is fine. And we've just got to wait till... how much longer? 136 days, okay. So we're just going to chill for a minute. I'm not too concerned, to be honest. God, my hair looks terrible this morning. It is... oh, it goes this way. Alright. Yeah, I need to go... I'm going to be taking a shower after this today. So there won't be any D&D today, unfortunately, because of the fact that today is Halloween. So we have a few players that are going to be busy. So we won't be jumping on and doing that today. I could upgrade all my fleets. I don't know if there's really a reason, but sure. We have the material, why not? Because we have crystals like out the wazoo, so we're fine. So 188 is the current, roughly. We'll see if they end up any stronger. I won't upgrade this fleet since it's still reinforcing. So let's see what the 188 guy gets to. He's at 5% currently. We gotta wait anyways, so we might as well watch this, see what they end up. So we know 188 for the Strike Force Chimera. Alright, espionage, please. 17 days, perfect. Andre LaRouche is going to get a chance to do a nice little espionage mission. Alright. He's going to start gathering up the intelligence. It's going to take a while because we need how much to do this? Oh, we just need 70 intel level. Okay. So we're just going to let that warm up for a bit. We got to wait anyways. So we're at 189. Not bad so far. Looking good. What's going on in the Galactic Imperium? Oh, Guardian Angel. Yeah, I support that. What was the other one? Imperial Legions. Yeah, we'll support it. So at 50, we can at least put a rebellion. I'm very curious. So we've got to get below 50. We're getting it to trend down at least, so that's helpful. We still got some time till that fleet finishes, which is fine. We're upgrading things anyways, so we don't have anything to do for the time being. We're back to 189, so we've only gone up by 1k. Oh, 2k. Okay, let's see what they end up at. Edicts. I mean, we can definitely start working on something. I kind of want to go with this. I think that's a good idea to grab it, even though that puts us at such a high Empire Sprawl. I just feel it's going to be useful. I mean, to be fair, what does Empire Sprawl cost me? Traditions, we don't care. Campaigns, yeah, we care about that. Rare Resource Edicts, yeah, they cost a bit more. That's fine. To be honest, we can probably drop the... I like the Fleet Supremacy, so I don't want to lose that yet. I don't know yet. We'll see. Hopefully we'll see this number grow a little bit more. We're still building things down here. So these boys are still kind of upgrading. So we got a little bit before we're going to get the full effect from these fleets, or from these builds.
Our ships have been made superior.
Alright, we've gotten our ships up.
Have been made superior.
Okay, let's look. So, Strike Force Chimera was our tester. So, 191. So far, 3.4k increase. Not bad. Not bad for an upgrade. Definitely, probably due to us going with a new... or switching over. Let's see. So, we got 100% here. These cruisers do about 612 damage. And beforehand, yeah, it's about 100 increase, so it's actually pretty good. Yo, Dragon Breath, how you doing? How you doing? Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well. Alright, it's going to take a while for us to get this extra build up. We do need 70 intel, so we're going to need to get some information probably or something. But we're getting this Tyrannis build today. We're going to get this achievement. We just got to lead a rebellion. You just watch. I will support the council denouncement of the Imperial Corps. Yes, we're going to denounce the Emperor. I'm doing well, enjoying the morning, trying to get this really rare achievement of the Semper Tyrannis. We finally got an AI that was willing to put up the balls to try and do it, even though they were very much weaker than me. So I'm very happy to see that they're jumping on board with doing that so we could finally get this really rare achievement. So, it's good morning. I definitely haven't showered yet, so, you know, we got that going. I woke up and was like, shit, it's almost 8, time to stream. And so, you know, then here I came. Alright, let's do some upgrades of things. We do have some people that we're going to have to move around. We just need pop. That's our big issue right now. We have so many jobs available for people that we just need to, you know, kind of slowly work on moving them around. Your biggest issue is you need more housing. Alright, you have a forge. You don't have anything for farming, so we're gonna replace with city districts for these. Ah, perfect. But yeah, you know, doing well. Trying to get this whole thing going, because I've been dying to see this, to get this achievement. They are equivalent to us in tech, which is a little concerning, but we do have a massive Empire Sprawl, so it makes sense that they're catching up in tech. Not too concerned, to be honest. Yep, someone built the, that's fine. I'm very new to this game. After like 24-ish hours of game time, I found out how to get more admin capacity. Oh, mate, yeah, no, I remember. I've been playing this game, oh, shoot, for years now. I mean, I've been running this game for a while. I think some of my oldest achievements are back in like 2018 when I think it first came out. But Stellaris alone, shoot, how many hours do I have? I have 658 hours, and that's like one of my lighter games for like when I play. CK2, I had somewhere like 2,000 hours. I loved Crusader Kings 2. Crusader Kings 3 I haven't gotten as much into, but yeah, it takes a while to get build a massive bit of admin in this, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and do that, because we still need this to go down to that. But I was constantly like, how the hell do I expand? Oh, gotcha. So did you build your admin buildings and such? Administrative parks are really useful for that. Depending on your build, you can expand quick. Honestly though, Empire Sprawl, not that big of a deal the bigger you get. In my opinion. Once you get to endgame, you don't need to worry about it as much. Because at this point, the tech you're running is just rotation tech. So it's like, stuff that you're going to just buff and buff and buff. So other than the campaign costs and the resource, that's about it. But no, I feel ya. I remember when my first game, it was real hard to learn how to expand. I got lucky, and before all the DLCs really came out, I started playing this. So I got to kind of evolve with the system. Like, I remember the original Stellaris and how bad that was. Oh, that's fine. We can lose those for now. Let's get some more alloys. How we doing on this? We've still got a few more years before it. Oh, and I kept crippling myself with too many star bases. Yeah, that'll happen. You gotta be careful with that with your economy. Like, you can kind of see how mine's built, but I'm doing this, a lot of my economy is built on the fact that I'm selling so much stuff, and then I'm buying so much stuff as well. Oh, we have Zero now. Oh, shit. Oh, we can definitely sell that. I don't need Zero. I don't know why anybody would need Zero. I mean, I guess I'll keep it running, but yeah, no, I feel that. It can be rough. It can honestly be real rough as far as that goes, in my opinion. One of the harder things to do when you start up, especially with all the DLCs, is to be able to run this kind of game. You don't have the experience like years, so I feel you. Let's see. What does this do? Gain intel and maximum infiltration level on the Imperial level core. We're going to wait till we're maxed out on this, which is 60. So we need 70, but we should be alright because we'll acquire some assets, and that should help with our intel. But, yeah, no, I feel you. Have you been doing achievement focuses, or are you just doing, like, general, like, oh, I'm just kind of messing around, seeing what I can get? Because depending on how you're running things will depend on how you do things. I mean, like, how you learn. When I first started playing this, I didn't go for any achievements. Like, I was outright against going for the achievements. It's only because I've played this for so long, I'm like, oh, okay, let's start collecting as many as I can. And I'm at... Oh, give it a sec. I am at 87%. I need... It's 24 minus 8 for... 16, so I need 16 more. To be honest, I didn't really know there was achievements. Yeah, there's a whole list. Like I said, I'm going for one of the rarest right now. The 6 Semper Tyrannis, which is you have to fight and win in a rebellion against the Emperor. So, but nah, honestly, man, fair enough. If you want, you can go into my YouTube channel and check out, like I posted, if you go down to the one that's called Silent Twitch, the Silent Stoner is just more of a little side thing that I do. I don't play Stellaris on that channel. But the Silent Twitch, I have so many Stellaris playthroughs where I've ran the game, both modded and unmodded, so, but no, you ever have questions, feel free to ask. I'm always happy to answer. I mean, with 658 hours in this game, I think I've done very much everything. The only thing I haven't been able to pull off is the Galatron, which is the gambling, but that's just luck at this point. Let's see, how's our espionage doing? Okay. So, cease activity with the spy network or allied spy master to be reassigned whilst also preventing its infiltration. So I wouldn't mind that, but it doesn't help us at this point. This might be useful, but it's going to cost us some infiltration level. So we definitely want to get the Spark of Rebellion. Of course, we need the Imperium to be less, but I'm just trying to think of what can we do that will increase our position. So I think it'll be just gain intel when we get up to 60. Okay. But yeah, no, feel free. You got questions? I am happy to answer. That is one of the few things I can do for you. Oh, hey, they're finally hitting 100K. Good for you, Auspian Hive. I'm so proud, Ospranian. You've been working so hard to get to at least half of my strength. Truly, truly, you have done well. Alright, so it's still this for now. Alright. Not many people care, which is fine. How we doing, by the way, for the... So Chimera actually lost some position power, but I think that's mostly due to us not running our buffs right now. So that probably is why. We still got 50 till 53 before we get all of our ships for our new fleet. On this one, I'm going to wait till it fully reinforces before I get more, because we don't want to add extra onto the fleet. Because as a heads up, when you do have a queue and the game is running kind of slow, you get to that kind of point where the game is slow outright, like it is right now, because there's so much going on. When you continue to hit the reinforce fleet button right here, if you don't have... or if you have ships in queue to be made that are in transit, it won't count those as part of the fleet, and so it will double make them, and you just waste a bunch of alloys. So, just a heads up on that for those people who are new and didn't know that. I get that all the time. I think it's been a bug in Stellaris since the most recent UI update. So, but, you know, it's still fun. The galaxy's looking good. I'm actually thinking of going for the achievement, or for, not achievement, but for the speedrun on this, for a... galactic victory. I'm not 100% sure yet, but yeah. Also, as a heads up for those who are just tuning in, they're normal viewers. For those who've been chilling and like to watch the reruns on this, Thursday and Friday of this next week, the 4th and the 5th of November, I am doing a 12-hour stream of for both days. So from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I'm going to be streaming, and I'm going to be doing a Dragon Age Origins run on the hardest difficulty, which is my favorite game. Like, this is the game that got me into PC gaming, and got me into game development. So I'm going to be running that game, and we're going to run it till we win, and the goal will be to see if we can beat the game with no deaths on the hardest difficulty, like no full wipes. Deaths are fine, but no party wipes. So be prepared to watch that and check that out. Actually, I do have a question. A multiplayer game. I'm a Megacorp. It's still super early in the game, and I got a cruiser, but I have no idea how or why. Did you get it from an event when the trade caravan comes through and just, basically when they leave, you get an event that pops up that says, you have two options, either to take the cruiser or to let it burn up in the sun and you get minerals for it. There's that, or you could have gotten gifted it by them as a purchasable option. Like, you can buy one of their cruisers. They're called like junkers or something like that. You can also get them through digging or archaeological events. I think there's one that gives you 3 Raider class cruisers. Pretty early game. So let me know if it's one of those. I'd have to check out the save file. Maybe I should do some Stellaris disaster saves. Like that Rambler guy does. He does it for Hoy. I could do it for Stellaris. Because honestly, I've played enough of this game. I probably know enough to fucking be able to do disaster saves. But yeah, most likely it's from one of the trade caravan events or an archaeological dig site. There's 2 archaeological dig sites that I can think of that can give you a cruiser. And then there's at least 2 trade caravan events you can get it from on occasion. Oh, neat. I don't remember any events like that, but good to know. Yeah. But that's definitely a way. The only issue is they're really shitty, to be honest. So, like, my advice is when you get to, like, mid-game and you're able to start producing cruisers on high mass, I would put them in what would be called a suicide fleet or a scouting fleet to just send them out to die. Because there's no reason to keep them around. Because they're not really upgradable to your what your rest of your ships are going to be like. And honestly, they're just, they're a lot worse by mid-game when you have cruisers. So, but early game, they can make the difference. Honestly, I would keep them around and use them to bombard and attack my friends. So, also, if you don't have friends that are space poping you in a multiplayer game, you need better friends. So, there's a thing we call in my group called space poping. It was a name we coined way back about 2 years ago. It's where you bring in a new Stellaris player who's never played the game or has very little hours in it, and you take 1 to 2 veteran players, and their job is to basically protect the new player. Their whole goal is to make sure they never wipe and that they win the game, so that they get the full experience of how they can run things. They get to practice different ideas, learn how the game works, while at the same time not having major consequences. That's one of the things I do with my group whenever they pick up Stellaris, is we do a Space Pope game, where I just sit there and basically protect them. Hopefully they don't get vassalized and eaten. That's the one thing I always try to avoid for them. We're getting up there. We definitely are, and we're weakening the Imperial authority here. We're at 49, so we just need now to get 70 for the espionage. Problem is, I only have one friend who plays the game, and he's newer to it than I am. That's fair. Okay. Well, multiplayer games are going to be a little more cutthroat. So, forewarning, typically people who play in multiplayer, the way you play against players is very different than how you should play against AI. AI is very easy to predict and a lot easier to run against because you can definitely cheat the system. You cannot do that nearly as easy when you're playing against players who know how to work the system as well. Let's go into our fleet manager and start working on our Corvette fleet as well while we're chilling here. So that's my advice as far as it goes. When you're playing in multiplayer, it's going to be a bit more difficult. There's going to be a lot more challenge. And if it's not roleplay based, it can be pretty disastrous in my opinion, which is one of the reasons I don't play it. I didn't reinforce you. What's the problem? There we go. But yeah, but feel free, like I said, questions are always welcome. I'm always interested in chatting about it and going through stuff. So, because a lot of people don't know what they're doing when they play this game. It's a very, at least in my opinion nowadays, it's a very difficult game to pick up. Especially with all the DLC. It's like, in my opinion, like picking up EU4 with all the DLC in one go and then playing it on your own is, to me, impossible. Like, I cannot play EU4 still. I'm terrible at the game, and I'm still learning it so much. And that's, just how it goes. Okay, so we have gotten that down. We just need a little bit more to get the rebellion. Still, it needs to be 60. So that keeps it from lowering. Let's just see what happens. We don't want non-aggression packs, thank you. But yeah, so, because how I play in this, like, right now, is nowhere near as hardcore as I go with, like, players. If I go into a multiplayer game. Oh, shoot. God damn it. Why do you keep trying to add? You are not getting... See, this is the bug I was talking about. You're not getting any more, mate. Okay, so we're going to get our Corvette fleet built up. So I do have 2 different types of fleets I build for those who are watching. There's the actually balanced fleets, which I actually prefer. And then there is these fleets that I actually picked up from Quill 18. That he likes to do, which is individual fleets with, like, just, one ship type. So I am kind of building something similar, but I'm kind of messing around with it just to see where it goes. Who rivaled me? The next rivaled me. Interesting. Interesting decision. Most of you aren't even strong enough to be a problem, so I'm kind of curious on why you think... Yeah. Okay, are you an empire of robots? Yes, so the route I went down for this run in traditions, as you can kind of see pretty clearly if you want to take a look, and I will be uploading this to YouTube later on the channel, so this will get uploaded pretty much right after stream. But I am running with Technological Ascendancy, Shared Destiny, Galactic Force Projection for that extra naval capacity, the Flesh is Weak, and then, of course, Synthetic Evolution. I also went with World Shaper just for the pop, and then going with Galactic Wonders, and then lastly, Master Builders. In my opinion, these 2 are really good, but if you're doing a long game, there's really no reason to do the extra Master Builders. So I kind of screwed up in that, but yeah, I'm not too bothered. But yes, I am playing the Victorians. We were originally dwarves, and now we are robots. So we evolved our flesh. And we are fanatic militarists, materialists, we are masterful crafters, aristocratic elite, and catalytic processing, which is why we're always low on food. But yeah, I've done engineered evolution runs. I just did a clone run that I finished up, which I think I actually lost because I chose the wrong options, honestly. But it was a fun game. I quite enjoyed it. What's going on now? Oh no, the Galactic Emperor is doing something. What are you doing? You want... Oh. This magnet will no longer need commercial packs to establish... No, I'm good, bro. Not happening. You are not getting those people to that. Nope. Alright. So that's done. Retreat back home. Perfect. Bam! Let's see. We are still waiting just a little longer to get the espionage up. I definitely need... So I'm going to need that. I'm just thinking of what I can do. I guess acquire an asset would be the best idea. Let me think. I mean, it probably wouldn't hurt to do, so let's go ahead and pull that off right now. We do have the money, so we might as well. And the Galactic Imperium is falling apart. It's now down to 36. So hopefully we can completely ruin them and then rebel. Where they attempted to commit rampant uncontrolled branch office constructions. Yeah, so I have one that's doing that right now. The Ocklar, they've done this to me pretty heavily. Thankfully, they're not a criminal syndicate, but I have so many criminal syndicates in my empire that have set up. Like, these assholes have caused me so much pain, which is one of the reasons I have been kind of pushing them out. Though it's kind of hard to fight them when they're a criminal syndicate, and they have the support of the Empire behind them. So it's not worth right now attacking them. I could probably beat the entire galaxy in a battle right now. It's just not worth it, though. Hello, Bypassed. How you doing? How you doing, mate? Actually, that reminds me. Let's start doing our resettlement, because we're going to need to get rid of a few pops, it looks like. So, and we could desperately use the food, because we have been suffering for food this entire game, so it's time to populate the planet. And give them farming jobs. There we go, that's what we like to see. This way I can stop buying food and save some money. Perfect. Alright. Pop mitigation is definitely something I recommend, by the way, Dragon, when you get late game. You stream at such weird times. You stream it now in 9 hours from now. So, on Sundays, my stream, Saturday and Sundays, I stream at 8 a.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time. So that's right as I wake up. Well, actually, it's typically right as I let my neighbor, I don't want to annoy my neighbors, so by 8 a.m. I figure most of them are awake. So I stream at 8 a.m. every Saturday and Sunday, and then D&D has its own stream schedule. So D&D on Saturdays is always like 4:30 PST or 5 PST, and then Sundays it's 2:30 or 3 PST. Of course, we don't have a D&D game today because it's Halloween. And then Mondays I now have D&D on at 5 p.m. PST, and I will eventually post the stream schedule one day. There's a lot, yes, but the way I stream is I do stick to a specific schedule now. And then Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, always at 2 p.m. Me and some of my friends also play D&D, but Hoi 4 gets in the way. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, no, I do a lot of D&D. I have 4 campaigns. I was in, well, now 3. I was in 4, but I dropped out of the Saturday campaign just because of the fact that I didn't want to deal with some drama with one of the members who got really pissy about something that was just stupid and not worth it. But yeah, no, I agree. D&D is amazingly fun. Actually, one of the things I'm doing right now, for those who are new to the channel and who don't know this, I am working on a D&D book, A History of My Own World. There's over 7,000 years of history of two separate worlds, and then they combine. And I've been working on this for quite a while. If you actually go on the YouTube channel, you can see the Creator's Creation playlist, and that's actually where I talk a lot about my book. But I'm doing a full-on, fantasy history book right now, and I've been doing some recordings recently for it that I'm going to start doing a series and uploading it, hopefully like every Sunday. But yeah, it's currently like 1,293 pages, I think was what it might be. Moving up in the world. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. But I'll be doing more once I get my own place and everything like that. Because I'm actually saving up right now to get my own house, and then we'll be doing a lot more D&D work there. I wanted to show you guys something kind of cool today. So I'm going to let this game kind of run in the background for a minute while I pull up something for you guys. Give me one moment to find it. I want to show you guys what I actually just recently bought that will be coming, hopefully, I mean, probably not till my birthday, honestly, which is unfortunate. Let me just make sure it doesn't have my address in the information, because I don't need you guys seeing that part. I might just take, there we go, okay. Alright, I think we're good. So, let me go ahead and grab the stream. Main, there you go. So you can kind of see now. I actually just bought a few figurines for D&D. So I just got, if you watch the Saturday campaign, you'll remember Theodore, Banris, Grong, my character, his grandmother, or his great aunt, Margrel, and then Aiden, my first character from Lolth. So, a little expensive, but definitely, in my opinion, was worth it. So, yeah. She's so many yellow ships doing who knows what all over everywhere. I'm betting that's why the game is running slow. Yes, when you get to this point in the game, you do end up with, basically, there's an interstellar, where is it? No, it's not the Science Nexus. No, where is it? That's Mega Shipyard. It's around here. This, Sanctuary. When you can see everything, yeah, at that point you're just stuck. But yes, those are the characters I bought. They're actually coming, hopefully, in 2 or 3 weeks. That's my birthday gift to me. So yeah, we've got a couple minis actually here. While this is going on, give me a minute. So allow me to show off a couple of the minis I got. So, if you're a big fan of Hero Forge, which I am, again, apologies for the unwashed look, I just woke up. I have, well, this is going here. Let's get the camera bigger so you guys can fully see. Woo! Now you can really see my face. So, we've got little Gaul, which, again, the camera's going to be a problem, and it's not really going to focus too well on these, unfortunately. But I've got the bronze version, or brass version. There's the bronze, which really has a nice detail to it. Which, again, I'll do more, like a review on these later. And then I made myself in colored form. Woo! Which, again, very nice, very fun to use. One of my favorite sites to use for custom minis overall. But yeah, so we've got a few of them coming. Hopefully I'll be able to do some more with these later on. But once I get the house, we're actually the plan is to get the artwork done, which some of you have seen the artwork from Timefuckers and Amateur Hour groups that I got drawn up. We'll be doing artwork for them, or for all of them, and then getting their minis set up. So that way we can kind of set up a scene for, like, on shelves and stuff in my D&D room. That's one of the goals once we get the house all set up. So look forward to that. And I'll be doing, like, a full tour and everything when we get to that point. Jesus, you're not getting that many ships. Christ. All right. Oh, my, that's a lot of, Whew, okay. But yeah, so we've got minis all around. I'll probably do a video later, like, with my camera, or with my phone camera, and show it off, maybe, on the YouTube channel for you guys. But definitely recommend Hero Forge if you're into, like, mini collections, stuff like that. Okay, so hopefully this will give us the asset we need. Yeah, let's do that. We do want to get the Rebellion Spark because we want to be the one who's leading it, so hopefully we can do that. But, yep. So, yeah, there's a reason though why this game is running so slow. For those watching, yes. That was the reason, is because we've got so many ships running at one time, and I can't do anything about it right now. But we're waiting anyways because we're acquiring an asset, and then once that's done, hopefully we can start the rebellion. because I'm just going to stream for a bit today. I might do an extra half an hour longer than I usually do, since people are kind of joining and hanging out. The way I'm kind of thinking of doing streams in the future on the weekends, especially on days I don't have D&D like Saturday, is we might do it by viewer count. So more viewers, the more I'll stream, like the longer I'll stream on the weekends, and see if people are interested. I am still only gonna be doing like an hour stream on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. God, I can think today. I swear, might be time for coffee here in a minute. But yeah, look forward to that 12-hour stream though coming up on Tuesday or on Thursday and Friday of this week. That should be interesting. I'm gonna go out and get some good munchies while I'm chilling. No. We don't have a yeah. But yeah, that should be interesting. Spymaster regularly reports a breakdown in our Imperial core spy. Oh. Damn. Stop losing me the thing, man. It's causing me issues. How are you rolling so bad? Alright. But yeah. So feel free to always ask about D&D questions, the book, minis, you know, get any games I'm playing through. I always welcome all questions. There's very little I won't answer about. Did we get these guys all done up? Yes. So at this point, I think all we're waiting on is getting our fleet finished. We're still waiting on these guys all to come in. So that's 2, 5, 54, 10, 10. Wow, that's... Oh, okay. 256 is when we're looking. Jesus. We got a while here for some of these. 2, 5, 58 that are going to take a little bit. Strike Force, Hydra, Sphinx. I think it's mostly we're waiting on the battleships at this point. Who... Oh, yeah, it's a deal. Who ended their rivalry? Oh, you did. Interesting. No, we're not friends. Sorry, mate. Not happening. I refuse to be friends with you. Jesus, man. How bad are you rolling? You are... wait, what level are you? Oh, you. That's right. Envoys don't get levels. Ugh. But yeah. Let's go to edicts. I'm not really caring about the track. Actually, this might be really useful right now to get. Yeah, let's pop it. There's no reason not to. Hopefully soon we'll get our, yeah, so we're already about 1,000 over, but that's fine, because as people are populating jobs, they'll, be alright. Plus we have plenty of places with jobs still, so we can still move people around. Boop, boop. But yeah, I am always happy to answer questions as far as it goes. I actually prefer plenty of them because it makes it more interesting throughout the day. I played some Stellaris, still garbage though. Oh man, I feel that. I'm still garbage at CK3, so don't feel bad. Like 100%, man. I get it. It happens. Let's demolish that. You guys just need more housing. That's the issue. So much crime though. I feel like CK3 is more ATR than science. ATR, when you art. Yeah, right now I definitely think it is. There's not much to the game, and I think that's kind of unfortunate to see, because I think it could definitely be something major, but, you know, it's like CK2, you know, base CK2's gameplay wasn't that fun to me, in my opinion, so I think we've got a bit before we're going to see CK3 kind of take off at this point. Let's see if we have any upgrades we can make that would actually be helping with our admin right now, because definitely need to start looking at that. We can buy more crystals by a long shot, so.
Incoming transmission.
No, I'm good, mate. Oh, Planet Devastated was encased. Oh shit, someone's doing the pacifier run right now. God damn, okay. Well, we better watch out for that, as we're like 1,000 years ahead of everyone else. Okay. So yeah, with these upgrades, that should help us out a good bit. Hopefully, we'll start to pick up some more admin. We definitely could use it. And there's no reason we shouldn't. Now that I played CK2 and CK3, I can tell CK3 is better, but it's way less realistic and I guess roleplay. I feel, in my opinion now, I have 2,000 hours in, over 2,000 hours in CK2. So I'm a little bit biased, but I can confirm, in my opinion, that CK2 is better put together. But I say that with the fact of knowing that CK2 also has a million DLCs. CK3 is very pretty, very gorgeous game, well designed, and has a lot of potential once the mods come out. I think until then, it's not all that great in my opinion. I mean, like, I'll play it, I just don't see any interest in, like, rushing into the game right now. Oh, we don't have enough people on these planets for that. We'll upgrade you, upgrade you. But yeah, so that's my hot take on it. Yeah, but the CK2 DLCs are essentially just like, oh, you can play this nation that was locked before. Yeah, no, but it also makes, like, playing... I think the Norsemen really really made that game, in my opinion, and kind of developed the game overall, comparatively, to, let's say, yeah, let's upgrade you again, and made the game interesting. I think there was a lot more to do with your legacy. There was a lot more reason to play long term. I think that CK3 is still missing that long term gameplay to keep you really wrapped up thus far. But I do agree, yes, it was pretty much like, oh, hey, now this group is now really playable. Like, the Norse DLC, the Sunni, or the Muslim DLCs, yeah, all that kind of became a lot more, like, playable as the DLC came out and made it more interesting. The Vikings are the most fun, but my god, I hate it when my vassals annex stupid shit and they mess up my borders and get... Yep. Don't, hey, man, you're preaching to the choir here. Yeah, no, that's unfortunately very normal. In CK3, I think you don't have to run into that as much, which is kind of nice. But, I mean, you know, it's a good game. It definitely is a good, well-put-together game. I think I'm still salty with Paradox about the whole Imperator Rome thing, because I loved Imperator. I think they did a really good job with it, and they just tossed it aside, and I'm still mad about that. Yeah, go ahead and launch another one, because we're going to need a second asset to get to the 70 mark. But yeah, no. But it's a good game. I mean, I think CK3 will definitely be really amazing as time goes on and they get more DLCs out. Until that point, I don't think so. Early CK3, you had vassals annex Spain when I was Sweden, and shit, lucky they fixed that garbage. Yeah, that's fair. I love the legacy system, though, in CK3. I will say that. I do like how it, they, like, your whole family gets buffs and such. I do think that's really interesting. I think one of the things they just need to do is bring back bloodlines and then bring back, bring in artifacts. Like, those two things, in my opinion, would make the game a lot more interesting, with the bloodline stuff and then the artifacts. And then I think on top of that, just adding more for you to do besides just conquest. Like, give me a reason to want to talk to people and get to know people or do quests and such. More stuff to do with the money. Yeah, more buildings. Definitely. What does the espionage asset do? In this case, so each asset gives you a different boost. In this case, this one is a military officer. So they are going to give an extra infiltration level, and as well as give better subterfuge operations and military operations. So you can kind of see that, for example, steel technology would be really good because they have the same thing. It's a subterfuge unit. So this, you can get pretty much any of these, and depending on, so you get like news anchors, soldiers, governors, as assets, and then you can use them to boost your ability to do something. For example, like sparking the rebellion. If I do that, and I have the 70, I can guarantee a higher chance of success of sparking the rebellion by using an asset. So they're really useful for both increasing your infiltration level as well as giving you bonuses towards operations. Like, the reason why you didn't see the cities like Rome in the ages where CK3 plays out is not because people didn't feel like making them, it's because they are expensive as shit and you need... Yeah, 100%. And I think CK3 is going to be much better once they start releasing DLCs for more unique buildings, and do more with the religions. I think that religion is a little flat in that game, in my opinion. I like that I can make my own religion, but I feel like there's so much that they're missing for that one. So, and if you have the money, let me make Moscow in the third realm. Oh yeah, especially because at late game you have nothing to do with all that cash other than just hire mercenaries. So, let's let's go ahead and go with the army morale for right now. We don't need the extra there. We are starting to lose a little bit, so let's move that down and then increase this by 100 again. That's fine, perfect. But yeah, no, that's definitely something I agree on. Oh, we do need more crystals, so let's buy another. No, not 100. Whew, that would have been expensive. But yeah, no, I 100% agree. I think that the individual characters have some good story to them. I think the game just needs a little bit more time to develop. But, you know, it's a new game. If they wouldn't have dropped Imperador, though, I would probably be a little less salty about the situation. I'm still not happy about that. Imperial Rome was a good game, had a good chance at a good future, and instead they fucked it up. Mate, come on, you gotta be faster than this. We're all waiting for you to finish this so that way I can get this achievement. Like, bro, you got one goal here. You know, I want to see what happens if you do piss off if the Imperial Core gets denounced. Resolution was frozen, motherfucker. What'd he freeze? Okay, Imperial Core froze the major research sanctions. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, no, I 100% agree. I think that there's so much more, and also bring back the ability to play as commerce-based governments. I miss my Venice playthrough. Like, that was one of my favorite games, was playing Venice. I think Venice or Genoa or Pisa were so interesting to play and gave such a good variety. Like, bring back the multi-governments. I'm so tired of just focusing on only having the what's the word I'm looking for? Oh shit, I can't remember the name of it. Starts with an F. Oh fuck. I can't remember. I'm having a brain fart. I need coffee here in a minute. Not federal. I can't think of the word now. Oh well. Anyways, but yeah, like, bringing back the multi-government structure would be definitely a lot nicer, in my opinion. I think we could do a lot more with it if they had different kinds. If you were able to play different kinds of governments. Change council size to 3. Sure, I'll support that. But yeah, no. I mean, there is so much more they could do with CK3, and I think that the next big thing is just releasing DLCs quicker. I think CK2 had a better DLC release rate, and I think that CK3 needs that definitely. So, oh, also as a reminder for those watching, for the follower goal, we're still trying to hit that 160 followers to make a another Pokemon Nuzlocke. So if you want to see some more Pokemon Nuzlocks in the game, make sure to go ahead and follow the channel, or the Twitch channel. Also, go subscribe to YouTube, because God knows we need the YouTube subscribers. If you want to watch a fat guy eat yogurt, go watch the Silent Stoner channel. Yes, that is legitimately a series where I try foods while stoned. Some of them are from restaurants, some of them are just random shit I make. So, and we're planning, once I get my house here next year, to do a, what do we call it? We are going to be doing a stoned reading series. I didn't know you had YouTube. Yes, I have 2 YouTube channels. I have the Silent Twitch, where I upload every VOD and just toss things up there. There is I've been putting up YouTube videos for over 10 years now. This year was our 10-year anniversary, actually. And then I just opened up the Silent Stoner, where we also have that second channel where I do stuff like I play Minecraft hardcore stoned out of my mind. I watch. Right now we're watching Fist of the North Star and making jokes of it while I'm stoned and while we're stoned. We're doing random food, and then we have our memes videos that we do where we react to memes while we're high as shit. So, you know, I think Wolf and I just finished up the Krispy Kreme one, which was really entertaining. So the difference is on YouTube, on my Silent Twitch, I do pre-record a lot. So you'll see series that are going to go on for a while. Like right now I'm running a CK3 achievement run for the Roman achievement. Also the Nepotism achievement, which is running for a while. That's a long series. And then the Silent Stoner is more of a month-to-month thing. So we upload things every month, basically. So the Silent Twitch has, I think, videos going out for at least the next 2 years. We're trying to hit a 10-year mark of having enough, like 10 years worth of material upload every single day. Thank you for the follow. Or, what was that? Oh, yeah. Thank you for the subscription. Wow, holy shit, we got a subscription. That's not usual. Interesting that it didn't pop up in my activity feed, though. Anyways, yeah. So, I don't know. That just randomly popped up. Let me check something real quick. It said I got a subscriber. But, let me refresh.
Transmission.
That's my YouTube. Oh, yes, because if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, it also updates. Yep, because they're linked. So every time you subscribe to the YouTube channel, it updates on here. So appreciate that again. Feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well and check it out. Like I said, there is the Silent Stoner and the Silent Twitch. The Silent Stoner is linked up in the little top links under the banner. Make sure to go check it out. It's funny as shit. I started building a wall. Enjoy my... Hey man, you know, that works. I didn't see it. If it helps, it makes you feel any better. I wasn't paying attention to the name. Alright, how are we doing on this? Acquire an asset. This guy's still not done. God damn it. But yeah, so that's kind of the main point in the whole channel and like how we're doing things is, so yeah. The Silent Twitch has VODs up, and then there's at least 1 to 3 videos going up each day from different series, and then the Silent Stoner is a more month-to-month recording series, so if you comment and make jokes, we'll see it on there and we'll react to it more often. But yeah. So that's pretty much most of it as far as it goes. I can't think of anything else. For online school and shit, I needed to have my actual name, so it's very cool. Oh, okay. I mean, hey, mate, you know, I don't mind if it makes you feel any better. So I have multiple YouTube channels though that I'm running as far as it goes. I also have my personal channel which has my name on it, so which I never use for subscription for anything. It's more like, oh yeah, hey, there's a recommended video that you watched while you were folding laundry, because it's the account I have linked on my phone. So, oh man, that reminds me, I should actually start looking at buying a new phone here soon. I just remembered that. That's one of my next goals after getting a house. Apparently, my phone is like 5 years old, and people think that's old as shit. But I remember walking around with like the little juke, as we called it, back in the day. Like, it was the same time the first Razr came out, for those who remember that. And that phone, God, I think I had that thing for 6-7 years at least. And I only upgraded because of the fact that I wanted to be able to use YouTube in class. Because that was when the first smartphones started rolling out. The iPhone came out right after the iPod Nano, if I remember right. And then the Android came out, and BlackBerry came out, and then Android. And I think I got the first Android, which I can't remember what the hell it's called. It was this big fucking hunk of a thing. I've still got it in a bag somewhere in my bedroom with my old phones. And the thing's not even worth the metal it's been put into. Like, it's like, I tried to sell it, and the guy was like, "No, I'm not willing to buy this." I'm like, seriously, come on, man. Like, what the hell? I need you to buy this item. I'm gonna laugh when we actually manage to denounce the Empire. This is gonna be entertaining. Oh no, I guess we're not. I mean, we could call in favors. Why not? Yeah, there we go. All right. Well, we finally used some influence for something. Nah, fair enough though. Yeah. See, bypass? Is that for college? I assume. I wouldn't imagine you'd have to actually get an account for college. But I don't know. It depends on what you study, I guess. Yay! We broke through. I mean, I remember studying finance and accounting, but I never needed to do anything like that. Let's add some more crystals here. 10 of them should be perfect. Let's also check if we have... Yep, get some... We've got enough farmers finally, so we can actually start reducing our food purchasing, because that's definitely going to start to be a little better. Increase our money flow a bit more. High school? Oh, gotcha. Fair enough. That explains it. I haven't been in high school in years. I am old as shit. I'm turning 28 on Friday. Like, holy shit. I am just now realizing that I am going to be old. Oh man, that is not a feeling I look forward to. What's the... Oh, okay, it's the Titanic life forms, that's fine. Let's see what we can find. If any of these have, like, upgradable things. Let's get an administration park there. Not enough housing, as usual. Teachers were pretty strict, but hey, I don't care. It was still really relaxing to sit at home and being at school at the same time. Yeah, no, I fully agree. I think the idea that we still have to go into schools is a big waste of our government's money. I think that they could definitely start just doing like an optional like students do school from home now. There's no real reason to go back to classes. Like, I think it should be fully optional at this point. Oh, god damn it, that got destroyed. But you know, that's my personal opinion. So, I think this way the school systems are handled in the modern day are just, yeah, they're old as shit and they don't know what they're doing anymore. I mean, it's the same comment I have on the government at this point. Like, government's got the same thing. They run things. They're letting men who literally grew up during the Great Depression run the country. You know, it's we have fucking technology they couldn't even dreamed of. Our political and personal views of the world are so different. And I definitely don't think that we should have presidents like we do this old. And time, like, geez, why not have 2 days off school, of school a week for tests, and it helps too. Yeah, like 100%. I think that they should be offering, like, if you're kind of student who does want to go in, like, just like college classes, you should get the opportunity because, you know, I mean, if we're legally allowing you to, like, start enlisting at the age of 16, because you can start enlistment with your parents' permission to enlist in the military, and then basically be recruited or go straight into boot camp once you're, once you graduate high school, then you should be able to choose whether or not you go to school. Like, 100%. There's no reason otherwise. Let's start selling 10 less of you. That's fine. But, yeah, no. Modern day system in America are so outdated, and we don't have the people in power that are going to ever choose correctly for that, in my opinion. It's going to be a long time before we see that kind of governmental shift like we should be. Mostly because most millennials are still in the, like, I mean, the older millennials are roughly around 35, I think, technically, for the age group. But, yeah, for the rest, no. Oh, yeah. Let's finish up recruiting these ships. There we go. Both fleets will be full. Perfect. But no. I mean, a school system based off the Prussian school system from 200 years ago is not very cool. I agree. To be fair, though, we did have an opportunity a while back. I think this was up for discussion in the early 90s about the idea of switching from what is our school system to the a mix of the old German World War II thought process as well as the more modern Japanese school systems, where when you get out of middle school, instead of choosing to go to high school, like or getting sent to high school right away, the option was coming up to be like you could go straight into a trade school, or you could continue into high school, which became like a college prep school to prep to get into a university. And that was kind of the idea. Or you could just go into the workforce. But we ended up tossing that, and I can't remember what the reason was, but I know that was a whole like debate that was going on. So, which would have been interesting, in my opinion. I think that the opportunity would have been great and would have increased our trade school production, which we desperately need because no one wants to join a trade these days, even though it pays better, honestly, and everyone thinks they have to go to college. Kids, you don't have to go to college to get a good job. Like, trade schools are cheaper, you end up with less debt, and you end up with a better job when you come out of it. It's more backbreaking, it's more blue collar, but, you know, it pays better in the long term, and if you're skilled at it, I mean, you could be making six-figure salaries pretty quickly. So, Galactic Sovereign. Ooh. Alright, so we are 40% towards a chance towards a breakthrough. Come on. I've been dying to get this achievement. Oh, man. But yeah, nope. I 100% agree. I don't like the modern school system. I also am not a big fan of the fact that you have to wait till your school gets shot up before you get any funding to put security in place. I am going for the Sic Semper Tyrannis achievement today. The 0.1% people have. We have an NPC empire. We just need to be able to rebel and then win, which I definitely am going to be able to easily do once we start it off. The only reason I haven't started moving my fleets is because of the fact that the moment I do this, I don't know where the enemies are going to be, so we're going to need to be careful. So, yay, we got another ally for espionage, which should also... yes, we're going to be able to get to the 70 now that we need. Okay, so we just need to wait now. But yeah, no, my high school, funny enough, so the high school I went to, I would fully admit that my high school got shot in recent years. I think I dated the older sister of the guy who shot up my school. And thankfully it failed. He only killed one person, unfortunately, but because the assembly that was planned that morning got canceled last minute. But my school was broke. Like, we were really far behind in the education system. We had the highest credit requirement for graduation for high school in the state. We had the highest high school dropout rate, and we had the second highest gang and student disobedience rate. I can't remember what the fuck they called it. Most of my friends were gangbangers in high school. That's just how it was. And so we didn't get funding for our school because, like I said, it was really old. Most of our building had been built we were actually still running on most of the foundation was built from the old high school because we took over the old high school building that used to be there. It was like something Columbia or something like that. And we got sponsored by Reynolds, I think it was the cigarette company, to build this high school, to give you an idea how old the high school was. I think that was the name of the cigarette company at the time was like Reynolds something. Anyways, so yeah, we went through and, when, the shooting happened, suddenly you go by that school and it's got like all these new facilities, all these new security measures, and inside everything's torn up and being rebuilt, but it's really nice looking now. And it took forever to get, that, like I said, it took a school shooting before they'd even fucking give us any funding. So, guns are completely banned where I am from, like there are regulations on even airsoft guns. Yeah, see, the States, we don't have that. And I'm okay with that. I don't think guns should be banned. Why are guns so available in America? Like, we are not in the Wild West ages where bandits looted towns. The mentality is the fact that, so the U.S. is so large, right, that there's no way to police guns. There isn't a way. It's just like the reason why we've lost the war on drugs. There's no way to police it. It's impossible. We're just too fucking big. We don't have the manpower, and especially when you have police that have our general government enforcement, being the police system, are so hated outright that there's no way they'd ever have a chance. I mean, it turned into a full riot and almost probably a full civil war or full-on battle in the streets for the gun control. Americans won't give up their guns because in America it is so easy to get a gun that even if the government banned guns, criminals would still have them available for years. We're talking maybe another 100 years. And so all you're doing is disarming the people and making it so they can't defend themselves, which would be the problem. So that is why the U.S. cannot ban guns. Like, it's impossible at this point. We just don't have the authority or the power or the position to do so. And Americans like guns. It's one of the reasons our military is so effective is because most of us from a young age are taught how to wield, how to shoot, and how to hunt. It's useful to have and know. If guns were banned, all that would happen is another black market business would appear. Yeah. Shit. Right now, I can tell you right now, I have access to, I don't have any firearms in my house because I personally don't see a reason to have any in an apartment. Like, when I get my own house, I'll probably buy something to defend the house, but it will stay in a cupboard, locked up, and away from the general public. But in my case, at least in my belief, a firearm is only needed in certain situations. But, it's the same concept with a car, in my opinion. That's how people treat it. But, yeah, no, if I want to get a hold of a firearm, like an illegal firearm in the U.S., like an AK-47 instead of a 74, it would take me about 20 minutes to buy one. Like, that's how easy it is to get a hold of one. And I'm not talking just go on the streets. I can just go online and buy one and have it shipped to my house. Like, that's how easy and how quick I could just have a gun, an illegal firearm. I could have a fully automatic M16. All it takes is going on Tor or using Tor and going on some of the websites, and you could easily buy that stuff. Like, the U.S. black market is, fucking terrifying. Online, that is fucking crazy. Yeah, it's not hard. Let's go ahead and position you here. And then return you home. And then we're going to get the other fleet to up here. I was hoping we'd have another one. We might upgrade. Yeah, let's upgrade this one. Because I want... Actually, you know what? No. There's no reason to upgrade this. So we can just bring this guy in here. But yeah, it's not hard. I mean... But it does depend on the country you live in, honestly. I think America, it's a lot harder to, it's a lot easier to get illegal substances like that or illegal items like that very easily. I think that in smaller countries, it's a lot more difficult. You know, that's just how it goes. But yeah, I love people are always shocked by that. Like, it's very easy. You'd be amazed on how easy it is to get a hold of shit. How weak is the Imperium now? Okay, we got it down to 0. We're good. Okay, so we're almost there. Hopefully within the next half an hour we'll be able to get the rebellion launched and get this achievement. If not, this stream was pointless. It's just me hanging out with people. But yeah, no, you'd be amazed on how easy it is to do that type of stuff. I mean, the Silk Road project only got shut down, what, 2-3 years ago?
Incoming transmission.
I mean, right? I'd have to look it up. Because I think they caught who they think was Jolly Roger. I think was his name. I think they believe they caught him. The guy who used to run the Silk Road project on line. But yeah. Hell, I can also get, like, my favorite is I can go online and I can find, like, rare breeds of animals very cheap. I mean, if we are not banning guns in the USA, at least it should be more regulated, right? It's extremely regulated. It's, like... So I have a juvenile record. I fully admit to that. I was a stupid kid, and so I do, you know, have a juvenile record on me. So I'm never allowed to legally own a firearm that is concealable, which is mostly small caliber, like pistols and such. But I can own an AR-15, you know, which is pretty much the equivalent of the same as the military uses. Great. We have drugs on a few of our planets. But yeah, so, like, it's very regular. Like, I can't join the military because of my background as well. So, but they do make it very difficult to get a concealed weapons permit. Is really difficult in the U.S. in my opinion if you have any sort of background. And like buying guns aren't cheap. I mean, I think an average gun will cost you between $100 to $500 depending on what you're buying, I believe. So yeah, no, 100%. It is very regulated. It's just, you know, it's still Americans. We like to find ways to get around shit. If there's a law, we'll find a way around it. That's kind of the whole idea of it. So, but yeah. There would be no way they could ever ban guns in the U.S. Like 100%. There'd be no way. Come on, speed it up. How long is this gonna? Let's see. How long will this take? Because I may just save this stream for like Thursday or something like that. We're hoping to do this before the aquatic update goes through, so that's the main thing. Do I have any edicts that could be helping me with this? Encryption +1. I mean, we could go with that. Let's jump on that. Alright, that should be alright. Yeah, let's start. I think there we go. That'll be alright. Oh, and we can definitely stop buying as much food. See if that helps. Yeah, no. Feel free to, I mean, if you ever want to know, feel free to ask. I'm happy to answer what I can. Which one of you is my food producer? You are. So let's grab some more people from the planets where we have population problems. And start pouring them on these planets because we need more food production, apparently. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. You'd think these people would be eating plenty by this point with how much food we produce. Okay, we got all that. We need to get you out of there. And that's it. Okay. So that should jump our food production up again. So we can start to drop that down. Let's do to 630 and bring our money up again, because we definitely are going to need it. And we just need this guy to let me get the espionage. We are getting 2.86 per month. It's going to take a little bit. I might just stream this again later tonight and let this run for a bit before I'm going to do the rebellion. Because I need to go take a break, get some breakfast in me, wait and get some coffee. So I think we're going to call this here for right now. We'll call this the part 1. I'll be streaming again, let's say around 2:30 PST. So it's currently 9:30, so that's 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So 5 hours. So I'll be back on in about 5 hours, guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and go check out the VOD on YouTube if you haven't seen this, or if you didn't show up at the beginning. Thank you all, and have a great day.